Man, DC sucks now. Good luck, Batman v Superman. Wait, Iron Man, where are you going? No, come back! How are superhero movies supposed to be good without you? No! Well, looks like that leaves you and me. I better go get some bleach. Ah! Pull, don't push. Right, pull, don't push. Pull, don't push. Oh boy, here we go. Batman v Superman is directed by Zack Snyder and stars Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. The plot of this movie is that after the destruction of Metropolis and Man of Steel, many people are afraid that Superman is a very dangerous person to be living on Earth. In the destruction of Metropolis, many employees and workers of Bruce Wayne were killed in the accident, making him have a hatred for Superman. Meanwhile, Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor is using kryptonite to use General Zod to make a monster to kill Batman and Superman. I could explain all three Lord of the Rings much easier than I can explain this movie. Before we begin, I just want to note that I don't hate DC. DC can make good movies. For example, Superman the movie and the Dark Knight trilogy are all very good movies. However, just recently, they just made some bad movies. For example, Green Lantern, Man of Steel, and the infamous Batman and Robin. Bat nipples and bat credit cards. What were they thinking? I need a drink. Alfred? Thank you. Right. Where were we? Oh yeah, the review. Now we will be addressing the pros of Batman v Superman. This is going to be quick. First of all, Ben Affleck's Batman. Ben Affleck was a terrific Batman. He added a lot of weight and depth into the Batman. However, the Batman still had many flaws that I will address in the comments. Next up, Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot was a very well done Wonder Woman. She acted like Wonder Woman. She looked like Wonder Woman. She was very well done. And finally, the action. The action did have some flaws, which I will address later, but overall, it was passable action and it looked nice and kept its audience engaged. And that's it.
2,000 years later.
Great job, Zack Snyder. Now we will be addressing the cons of Batman v Superman.
This is gonna take a while.
For starters, Henry Cavill as Superman. Henry Cavill's Superman was a very dour and mopey Superman. I don't think you can blame him, but more the writing. He was so just serious. At least when you have Iron Man fly in and save you, he'll make some, quippy, funny joke when he saves you. However, Henry Cavill's Superman was just so dour and serious. He just saved you and didn't say anything. He barely even smiled in the movie. He only smiled like once or twice, and that's when he was creeping on Lois Lane in the bathtub, and that doesn't count, because Lois Lane was naked. Next up, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Now, I want you to take a look at this picture of Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. When you look at him, what do you see? Probably not Lex Luthor. When I think of Lex Luthor, I think of a little heavily built bald man. Not super heavily built, though. When I watched him, he was a more manipulative, demonic character than he was a super genius. I saw more potential as a Joker in him than I did as a Lex Luthor. Two more characters I'd like to address in the cons section. The first being Lois Lane. While Amy Adams gave a good performance for Lois Lane, she was mostly there just to be thrown off a building and be saved by Superman. She was just a damsel in distress and didn't serve much to the plot. And finally, Jeremy Irons. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I want to mention Jeremy Irons gave a very good performance of Alfred. However, when I think of Alfred, I think as a very old man dressed in a very nice suit and bald, well not bald, white hair, kind of like the one in Batman 89. When I looked at Jeremy Irons' Alfred, I think he was a tad too young and a tad too casual, but he gave a very nice performance. Now, the story of Batman v Superman. Now, the first at least half of Batman v Superman was all over the place. It was jumping from storyline to storyline to storyline. There was so much going on, it was very hard to follow. It served as more of a political drama behind Superman being a god among men. While it was an engaging plot, it didn't go well in this movie. People came to see Batman and Superman fight, not to see a long, boring political drama. And it would have been fine if the action to politics ratio was fair and even, but it wasn't. There was much more boring politics than there was fighting. Now for the action of Batman v Superman. The action was passably shot. At some points it was unbearably shaky, but for the most part it was well done. Now for the main event of Batman v Superman, the actual showdown. I'm going to compare this to the recent film Captain America Civil War. In Civil War, there are multiple periods of time where Cap and Iron Man actually fight, or the teams actually fight. And it's drawn out and it's long and it keeps the audience engaged. And at times it's also very funny. However, the action, the fight between Batman and Superman, there's only one fight, and while it's well done, it's so short. It's like at least 15 minutes at the least, probably less. And it's just, well, it's well done, but it's so short. And every time, I noticed this, I don't think anyone else might have noticed this, but every time there was a light, like a camera or a gunshot, it was blinding, like a flashbang going off. Like, next time you watch this, pay attention. I was, like, in the theater, like, oh, that's cool. Oh, look, they're gonna get out the... Oh. Oh. No, don't shoot. One of the things that I would also like to mention is Batman. I mentioned that he does have some flaws, and the biggest one is that one of the main things about Batman is he doesn't want to kill. He wants to keep the streets clean, but he doesn't want to kill. And this one, he is a murderer. He like flips cars over, he's killing people everywhere. It's like, and that's the same with Superman. Superman doesn't want to kill anyone, and he's killing people everywhere. Like there's a scene in the beginning of the movie where he like comes down and like kills a ton of people. Batman and Superman are cold-hearted killers in this movie. They're like worse than Hannibal Lecter. Oh my god. Now for Doomsday, the creation of Lex Luthor. Now, to visualize not Luthor, my bad. If you want to visualize Doomsday, close your eyes. I want you to imagine Hulk, okay? And then add that with the cave troll from Lord of the Rings. And you have Doomsday, a hulking CGI mess. Get it? Hulking. Guys, thanks you all for coming and watching my review of Batman v Superman. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a nice comment, and subscribe. If you actually found enjoyment in Batman v Superman, leave a comment below and tell me what you liked. Overall, Batman v Superman was a long, overdone, boring movie. I'm going to give Batman v Superman a C.